happened over the course of the last few days has been the Startup Festival ceremony. And there's a awarding ceremony that's going to happen right now. And I'd like to welcome the Chief Judge to the stage right about now to take over. And that is Tony Sanganira, Mr. Tony Sanganira, who's the Chief Judge Tony Sanganira, to lead this part. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MC. Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, youth champions here present. So I'm privileged to be here this afternoon to share the results from a very exciting exercise that we just had of evaluating 12, good projects from this, Youth Startup Festival. I have to mention that this is a process that started some time back with about 400 applications from different countries across the Commonwealth region, but mainly on the continent of Africa. And today we have 12 outstanding young entrepreneurs who are going to be awarded. And what I want to say is that all the 12 are going to be awarded, which we're only going to have here on the floor the top 4 candidates from each of the 4 categories that we have. So the 4 categories that we have are digital inclusion, trade and export, agricultural productivity, and the green economy. So these are the 4 categories that were prioritized for this startup festival. And I'm going to call on the stage, I hope we don't have much time really to take you through the entire process, but as I said, we had 400 applications in the beginning, and now we have the top 12 who are going to be given awards. The first one getting $10,000 per each category, the second one $6,000, and the third one $3,000. So I also have to add that the 12 candidates went through a boot camp of 2 days, not for long, but we hope there would be, some additional support going forward for our 12 candidates, but also touching into the even wider number of candidates. So I'll call on the stage our top 4 candidates, 1 per each category. I hope they are not far. Maybe the protocol can help us. The first one under the category of green economy is the company is called Salubata from Nigeria. So Salubata is in footwear from recycling plastics, and so this is a very, very exciting and very important project that creates jobs, that really takes care of the environment, but also a project that impacts the community. So I'll call upon the protocol to help. So if you can just stand there. So if you can clap again for Salubata. So we're going to have at the end a group picture with our dignitaries. But for now, we are just going to call them on the stage. The first one, the top candidate under the category of the digital inclusion is Vuba Vuba Limited from Rwanda. So Vuba Vuba Limited is in food distribution, using a digital platform, but also using motorbikes. A round of applause for the CEO of Vuba Vuba. Congratulations. The third category, trade and export, we have AfriFood Limited from Rwanda as well. So I happen to be from Rwanda, so don't think I was biased. We were 6 judges from different areas of work, so those are the results from those 6 judges. So congratulations and a round of applause for her. The last one, but not least, also from Rwanda, under the agricultural productivity category, we have 1OZ Training Center. So I forgot to mention that Agri-Foods Limited from Rwanda happens to export a number of fresh produce to different markets, including in Europe and Middle East. And they promised they would expand soon to reaching other markets such as the Chinese market, but also under the African Free Continental Free Trade Area, we encourage them to think about the African market as well. So those are the top 4 that we have, and as I said, I'm not going to list the other applicants, other candidates we have, but we have in total 12. So we have 3 under each of the categories. So now what I'm going to do, maybe the MC will also help me, is maybe to call on the stage the key dignitaries to take a group picture with our top 4 candidates for this Youth Startup Festival. So I think at this stage I would only thank you so much and thank our youth for their innovations, for their projects, and encourage even others to join this entrepreneurship aspect, also encouraging the different partners here in the room to keep supporting them with the right environment and other support interventions that they can give. Thank you very much, and maybe also the judges, my colleagues who were with me on the panel, I would like to encourage them also to come on the stage. Yes. So are you going to do that? So if you allow me, I would like to call on the stage the Honorable Minister of Youth and Culture of Rwanda, Honorable Rosemary Mbabazi, to join our young innovators on stage. Representative of the United Nations Development Agency, UNDP, if we can call the representative on stage. The representative of Digital Opportunity, also on stage. I think these were most of them were actually part of the panel of judges. The representative of the World Vision. Do you have a representative from the World Vision? Thank you. The representative of Prince Trust International. Thank you so much, Farah, for also being part of the judges panel. GGGI, a representative of GGGI. Thank you. So representative of Mukala Nomo, malaria Nomo. Malaria Nomo. Yes. Malaria Nomo. So do you have a representative of Malaria Nomo to come on the stage for? So we're not having the other dignitaries?
Yeah, I'm going to invite them. Thank you so much to our Chief Judge, Tony. Thank you, Tony, for that. I would also like to invite all the other ministers of youth from countries across the Commonwealth. So all the other ministers of youth from countries across the Commonwealth. If we can also invite you up to the stage right about now. So Can we get a round of applause for all the ministers of youth? It's always exciting to have the ministers here with us and for them to be here, because it really shows the commitment to, of course, youth work and youth service. So thank you so much for being here with us. And let's just get that photo. All smiling faces. And let's get it. Oh my, let's pause 1 second. We have one more minister joining us here. No? Okay. We have one more judge here joining us as well. I really love the music choice for this picture taking as well. But I don't think we're all out of love. I think we have plenty love in the Commonwealth. Thank you so much to all our specially invited guests. Thank you so much, ministers. Thank you so much to our judges as well. So my friends, there's a famous saying that goes, if you like it and you did it once, sometimes you must do it again. And therefore I'd like to invite the Rwanda art back out to lead us in a little performance, and a very energetic performance indeed they have delivered so far. So let's bring them back. A round of applause for Rwanda Art one more time.
Is everybody happy now that we have the winners? Can I get your responses, please? Say yes. Hello. Yes. So we're going to sing this song called Happy by Pharrell Williams, and I guess everybody's happy for the winners, and those who didn't win, like, let's wait for the next channel. Thank you. Come on. Nothing crazy, know what I'm about to say. Sometimes you say you can take a break. I never learned how to get a straight. Yeah, like I don't care about the final rest. Because I'm happy just now. You can feel like a wind without a roof. Because I'm just now. You can feel like nothing is the truth. Because I'm just alone. If you know I'm happy to see you. Because I'm just alone. If you feel like this is what you want. You can never lose the goodness of life. Give me all you got and I'll let it die. two, three, 1, 2, because clap along if you feel like having that. Because clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because clap along if you feel that's what you want to do. Because clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Thank you so much. And wow! Still ready for this? We're singing the happy songs that we can do. So this song of James Brown, everybody's going to be happy with this song. Wow! I feel good. I knew that I would not. I feel good. I knew that I would not. Everybody! So nice! So nice! How good are you? I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, how good are you? When I hold you, I won't do the heart. Sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, how good are you? When I hold you in my arms, and I won't do you no harm. And when I hold you in my arms, my love won't do you no harm. And I feel like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. Come on, so nice, how good are you? Listen, so nice, 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 how good are you? Wow! Ntabwo twibagiwe ko turi mu Rwanda. Yego. We didn't forget that we're in Rwanda. We're going to sing a traditional song. Like, can you guys do this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can even stand. Let me see somebody who's standing for this song. In Rwanda, we'd even do this. Like, Narayendose inzozinsiza narayendose umwana nkunda nurwererane iziye amaso yaramboneke arampumuriza aiwe muto utoshe basirineze urabongera isoko kwiteke aiwe bwasusuruka karaseseke
I really love the Rwandan culture. It's very great. Can you hit the drummer? The drummer. Come on. Yeah, the best. Now everybody in the tutabonana aiwe gwagasusuruka Listen, Mama Data, Mama Shake, Mama we wakaba we, Gwino gwi ihoreze nyabusa, wishiri irakahira, Mama we Mama Data, Mama Shake, Mama we wakaba we, Gwino gwi ihoreze nyabusa, wishiri Kaneza shokorea tuichimero chiza mumjirene ubaka irikiari rimoda su bamuraga mata mama sheke mama we we Opa! Nyarukuru, nyarukuru, nyarukuru we. Nyarukuru, nyarukuru, nyarukuru we. Yeah, yeah. Nyarukuru we. Yeah, yeah. Nyarukuru we. Yeah. Nyarukuri yari abarinda, yari abarinda, n'abarinda mwe, n'ababasheshi. Arakagwishanga inyuma y'ishyamba arakaryibaba ridakanyure ejo mu gitondo rizamurye mu nda akayongero nyaruguru we nyaruguru we so much.
Spirit and vitality. If that does not represent the energy of the people of Rwanda, then I don't know what will. Make some noise for the people of Rwanda. Make some noise for Art Rwanda. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CYF 2022 in Kigali, Rwanda, taking charge of our future. That is our plan here. And our specially invited guests are just moments away from entering the room. In fact, at this stage, I would like to invite everyone to stand as we prepare to welcome the Prime Minister of Rwanda. And I've just been informed that that was actually our rehearsal for the welcome, so I love it, right? You all have done excellent. I invite you to take your seats just for one moment more as I break down. Well done, well done. I wanted to see it firsthand, what it looked like, and that was amazing, so once he's ready. So just to give you some information about the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is an association of 54 independent countries comprising large and small, developed and developing, landlocked and island economies. As the main intergovernmental body of the association, the Commonwealth Secretariat works with member governments to deliver on priorities agreed by the Commonwealth heads of government and promotes international consensus building. It provides technical assistance and advisory services to members, helping governments achieve sustainable, inclusive, and equitable development. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the Prime Minister. Please take your seats. Right Honorable Dr. Edward Girenhe, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Rwanda. Mr. Kim Allen, the Chair of the Commonwealth Youth Council. Honorable Rosemary Babasi, Minister of Youth and Culture of the Republic of Rwanda. Ms. Aloni Aradakunda, Coordinator of the NYC of Rwanda. Honorable Ministers of Youth from across all the Commonwealth nations and regions that form the Ministerial Task Force who have been with us and are present here today as well. And of course, we'd like to specially recognize the Chair. Delegates Muraho. It is my pleasure to be here with you all this afternoon. My name is Daria Narain, and I'll be taking you through the proceedings of this ceremony here. The energy that we have seen has been quite breathtaking since landing in Rwanda and since coming here to this CYF 2022. Delegates, please give yourself a big round of applause for your contributions to thus far a very successful CYF 2022. And of course, a big round of applause for the government of Rwanda as well. I would like to also take this moment to welcome the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Thank you for joining us. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move right into our program here today and take you all through the proceedings. First up, I'd like to welcome the very energetic and also a minister that has really shown me what Rwanda is all about when it comes to youth representation as well. I'd like to welcome to the stage right about now the Honorable Rosemary Babasi, Minister of Youth and Culture of the Republic of Rwanda.
Thank you very much. Right Honorable Dr. Edouard Ngirente, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Rwanda. Right Honorable Patricia Scotland, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Kim Allen, Chair of the Commonwealth Youth Council. Ms. Alodi Hiradukunda, the Coordinator of the National Youth Council. The AU Envoy, I saw her, our Special Envoy for African Union, the Youth Envoy. Colleague Ministers of Youth representing different Commonwealth regions that form the Ministerial Task Force that has been with us and are still present with us today. The Minister of Youth from Bahamas, the Republic of Uganda, the Kingdom of Eswatini, St. Lucia, and the Republic of Ghana. Colleagues, can you rise up for recognition? Thank you very much for joining us. I also want to take this opportunity to recognize the Honorable Members of Parliament representing youth in our National Assembly, the Honorable MP, Member of Parliament representing Rwandan youth in the East African Legislative Assembly, esteemed partners, youth representatives from the 54 member states of the Commonwealth, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Our guests want to hear the energy. I can't hear you. Good afternoon. That is better. Allow me to convey our appreciation to the Right Honourable Prime Minister and our guests of honor for finding time amidst his busy schedules. Your presence, sir, means a lot to the youth. Right Honourable Secretary General of the Commonwealth, the youth and ministers of youth wish to appreciate your support and commitment to youth empowerment in the Commonwealth. Your presence today demonstrates your conviction that the youth is the powerhouse of the Commonwealth. Thank you very much for joining us. Can we give her a round of applause? The last 3 days was characterized by the following key action words that can define what was happening in this house: taking charge, resilience, networking, partnership, co-creation, seizing the moment, being present, no excuse leadership, ecosystem building, accountability, sustainability, and starting with the end in mind. We have seen this. You cannot go any further until you know what is your end result of what you intend to do. Under the theme, taking charge of our future, in the last 3 days, we have seen the commitment, enthusiasm of the youth, ready to translate the theme into action. Let's give them a round of applause, the young people from all over the 54 countries. Give a round of applause for yourself. We saw you working so hard, and we have no doubt that you're going to do an amazing job. You have been extraordinary, and we are grateful to the speakers, our moderators, panelists, youth lab session leads, our MCs, the ushers, security, and all support staff. Thank you very much for the great job you did. As we come close to the forum, we are fully convinced that you are in charge of your destiny. As governments, we commit our unwavering support in building ecosystems that will unlock your full potential. We look forward to witness concrete actions regarding your involvement in trade, entrepreneurship, environmental conservation and preservation, information communication technology, as well as participating actively in decision-making. You are sitting on the high table. As His Excellency the President Paul Kagame once said, I paraphrase, he said, if you are not on the high table, you are the menu. So I encourage you, to keep on the high table. I encourage you to build long-term, lasting relationships and networks for mentorship, information exchange, problem solving, above all, create impact. Right Honorable Prime Minister, Right Honorable Secretary General, earlier today, the Commonwealth Youth Council General Assembly adopted their action plan and recommendation to be presented to the heads of state and government meeting later this week. We are ready to support them and walk the talk. To the partners, I am pleased to express our gratitude to the Commonwealth Secretariat. Right Honorable Secretary General, you have an amazing team. We learned a lot from them. And also appreciate the Commonwealth Youth Task Force. Can I request the task force to rise up? They are the ones who did all this work. Can we appreciate you, the task force, Alodi and your team? They are behind, of course. They are behind curtains. I want to appreciate the work you've been doing, organizing the content and the entire program and logistics. I really appreciate the organization skills that you have, and you have delivered a successful event. I wish to recognize the MasterCard Foundation as our partner, One UN Family, the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, Prince Trust International, PTI, Digital Opportunity Trust, DOT, Malaria No More, Global Green Growth Institute, World Vision Rwanda, and our partner, Imbuto Foundation, and many more others. Thank you very much. Without you, we couldn't make it. As I conclude for this afternoon, I'm requesting and speaking to those who are traveling back to travel safely, and for those who are staying or who are staying with us, please join us tonight for the Kigali Night Run. Enjoy the car-free spaces at Kisementi, Imbuga Walk, the City Walk, and other places. Explore Kigali, buy made in Rwanda products, and return and come back and visit Rwanda. Will you? Once more, I wish to invite you to join us in October, another appointment. But you have to come with impact to show us what you have done so far. We have an amazing Youth Connect Africa Summit that's happening in October. Please save the month and the date. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon. Murakoze cyane. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Murakoze. I hope I got that right. Thank you so much for your remarks and for welcoming us to the beautiful city of Kigali and for hosting us here as well and for all that you've done. Right about now, Prime Minister, Secretary General, ministers, and everyone else in the room, we have a video that we want to show to really show you all the highlights of what has been going on in CYF over the last few days. And I'm very excited for it to come up and for you all to see and for us to celebrate, because I feel like celebrating, yeah? I feel like celebrating because of what we've accomplished here and the networks that we've built and the friends that we've made that will last a lifetime as well. So I'm going to hand over to the tech team and they're going to take us through this video.
Hi, greetings from Rwanda. I'm so excited to be here for the Commonwealth Youth Forum.
I'm excited to be here at the Commonwealth Youth Forum here at CHOGM 2022 in Rwanda, and I look forward to having conversation on how young people in the Commonwealth
honorable ministers, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen.
Commonwealth mainstream youth. Our common future rests on the shoulders of our youth. We must remain steadfast, standing on the foundation of our great Commonwealth, connecting, innovating, and transforming to build a better tomorrow.
Thomas Sankara once said, and I quote, "You cannot carry out a fundamental change without a certain amount of madness." In this case, it comes from non-conformity, the courage to turn your back on the old formula, the courage to invent the future.
If you don't stand for anything, you fall for anything. Please think about it while we're here for the next 3 days. What does it mean to take charge? Do I have these kind of traits or attributes that make you someone in charge of your future? And what does it mean to have? Can you go alone? Do you need others to go along together? How do you create this network of like-minded people?
The thing that I have learned is that the elders, they believe in me. They believe that I have a solution. They believe that every idea that I have is so much of importance, and it contributes so much to the transformation of Africa as a whole.
All I can say is wow. Congratulations to everyone who has participated in the CYF. And let's take it forward. Let's take our networks and everything that we've learned, all the information we've gathered, and let's make an impact on the globe as young people. At this point in time, I would now like to invite the Secretary General of the Commonwealth Secretariat, the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland, to come and give us some remarks as well, and I'm very excited to hear what she has to share with us.
Mr. President, the Right Honourable President, who is not here, but he's calling me, so I'm only going to be able to stay with you for about 10 minutes. I'm mentioning him so he can hear me that I'm coming. Honourable Prime Minister of Rwanda, my dear sister, and friend, Rosemary. Hasn't she been dynamic? If you want to know what Rwandans' magic is made of, it's sitting right there in the front. I really have so much to say to you, and yet I know that I've been given so little time. So let me start with what I want to say from my heart. You are 60% of our Commonwealth of 2.6 billion people. But you are our heart. What you do, what you achieve, what you aspire to do will set the world afire. We are right here in Kigali resetting the world. All of you have lived through two of the most difficult years. There's been isolation. There's been fear and worry. Many of you will have lost those you loved and love still. We know that education has been disrupted, and there will be those who tell you it is hopeless and that we are going backwards. Let me tell you what I see. I see young people with courage and determination and talent and vibrancy and innovation. Lots of people will have told you, you are tomorrow's leaders. Now listen carefully to what I am going to say. You are not tomorrow's leaders. You are the leaders of today. If you look at those who have created the great unicorns, all of them, almost without exception, were under the age of 30. So I'm saying to each of you who are under the age of 30, what is your excuse? You can change our world. You are changing our world. And I watched with such joy in my heart what you've done in the last 3 days. You have led, you have created, and you have also made great friends. There was a lot of energy in this room when I came in. And my greatest regret is that I have not been able to be with you as I'm normally with you every step of the way. Because if we look at what you have done, and from what I've heard, the 12 Commonwealth Youth Forum has been a resounding success. Did they lie to me? I can't hear you. What sort of success has it been? Oi, 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 come, resounding. Young people are making the difference in every country in our Commonwealth. We know with the right support and the ability to shape decisions, you have the potential to transform the future of our Commonwealth. You have ingenuity, creativity, energy, courage that we need to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. You have everything we need to build a better world. But for us in this room to know is not enough. We need everyone else outside of this room to know as well. Young people also have unique concerns, needs, and aspirations, and it is for this reason that President Kagame and I will host the 7th Intergenerational Dialogue. Your leaders will hold direct discussions with the heads on the policy recommendations and proposals that you have developed over the last few days. And I know that Rosemary is going to make sure that everyone hears you, and I'll be right beside her. And as for the Prime Minister, I know what an advocate for young people he is, and he's going to stay with you. Your voices are going to be taken to the highest level. So you are going to no longer be on the menu, you are going to be at the high table. We know that the future is bright because we have the innovation and the opportunity to make it so. And what we have done at every single fora is make sure that they know that that future rests with you. So whether we're at the Business Forum, or the Women's Forum, or the Civil Society Forum, everyone is talking about you. When we go to have the meeting with our leaders, one of the major issues that we will be discussing, I know, is how do we put even more power, even more opportunity into your hands so that you enable us to reshape our Commonwealth, so that we meet the target. You know, we are hoping to have 2 trillion intra-Commonwealth trade by 2030. And that 2 trillion is going to be based on your opportunities to change our world. This is a reality. I've just come from laying the stone with President Kagame, with Equity Bank, Dr. James Mwangi, at the Kigali New Financial Center. And what were we talking about? Our youth. How are we going to give them the skills, the opportunities? And this new Marshall Plan for Africa, which hopes to create 50 million new jobs, will be small, micro, small, and medium-sized businesses. And who are those who need those the money and the support? They're going to be our young people, and it's going to be our women. And from everything we said just an hour ago, Akin Adesina from the African Development Bank was there. The president of the IFC was there. Dr. Ngozi is coming. Amina Mohammed is coming. Rebecca Greenspan is coming. And all of us are going to be talking about how we give you the opportunity and the money that you need to be the difference that we need to see in our world. So please be assured that even if I am not with you physically, my spirit is with you always. And when we go forward, we will be advocating for you. But what I want to hear is you advocating for yourselves. Because you have the eloquence, you have the heart, and you have the ability. And I want to say to you, never underestimate the power that is within you. You have as much power as you choose to take. Don't listen to those who say to you, you can't. There is no such word as can't until you've tried, and tried again. Envisage your dream and then grab it with both hands and know that all of us are standing right there with you. Sometimes I know you feel as if you have Goliath-like problems. Let me tell you what I, as your Secretary General, have been trying to do with all member states helping me in the last 6 years. We have been crafting the perfectly weighted stone for David's sling. And you may feel small, you may feel young, you may feel overpowered, but remember David. He took that sling, he put the stone in the middle of it, and down came Goliath. Take him down. So I believe in you. There is no greater love I have than for all of you, because you know that every single one of you in our Commonwealth, you all belong to me. So I'm going to say thank you. I wanted to congratulate the new team from having been elected. I wanted to say to those who are stepping down, you have big shoes to fill, but don't walk away from your new brothers and sisters who are taking up the mantle. Walk with them, encourage them, stand by their side, share all the things that went wrong with them, but also be generous about sharing all your successes. They can do this because you have done this. So I'm going to leave you, if I may, with the blessing my mother always left me when I went on a long journey, and you're going on a long journey to success. She said this: "May the Lord bless and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you and be merciful unto you all the days of your life. May your guardian angel walk beside you, and may the Lord keep you safe in the palm of his hand." And remember, there is nothing that he and you, working together, cannot achieve. So go and fly, my friends. Fly like eagles. And we, the older generation, will be rejoicing all the way. Fly, fly, and fly.
The Commonwealth Digital Trade Hackathon aims to scout, select, and support impact-driven teams with game-changing solutions that aims to address the shift to increase digital technology as we strive to achieve a fairer and more frictionless international trade system across the Commonwealth and beyond. Within recent times, trade in the Commonwealth has been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic and international conflict, which affects global supply chains. Through the digitization of trade, there could be as much as a $1.1 trillion increase in trade by 2026. We are inviting participants to share scalable solutions which can catalyze inclusive and digital trade to support sustainable economic recovery within and between Commonwealth countries. Workshops, mentorship sessions, and
A special thank you to the Secretary General of the Commonwealth who just left us with a very rich blessing indeed, and with those words, fly, fly, fly. In fact, I took many flights to come to Kigali, so I've begun flying already, and I'm sure we all have. And as young people, we will continue to fly. So let's soar above and beyond. My friends, it is now my honor, and I have the privilege of inviting to the stage right about now the Right Honorable Dr. Edward Ngirente, the Prime Minister of Rwanda. Please put your hands together and welcome him to the stage.
Thank you so much. Honorable ministers from Commonwealth member states, distinguished delegates of Commonwealth Youth Forum, a very good afternoon. It is wonderful to be here in a gathering of extraordinary young people from all over the world, and I'm always excited to engage with the youth because I believe in you as a vital and invaluable, not just for today, but for our future. I am therefore, on behalf of His Excellency President Kagame, joining you today to close this important Commonwealth Youth Forum. I trust you all had a pleasant stay in Rwanda, especially in this capital city of Kigali. Distinguished delegates, taking charge of our future, as the theme of this forum indicates, could not have come at a better time. Young people, today more than ever, have endless opportunities. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in innovation have been led by young people. In Rwanda, for example, young innovators have developed simulation technology that facilitates learners in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to acquire practical applications to improve learning outcome. And yet, with these opportunities, there comes challenges too. The world is faced with a different set of challenges compared to those we had about 2 to 3 decades ago. Reversing the pace of global warming, building resilient economies and communities, creating dignified and equitable lives for our people, as well as addressing governance and the rule of law, are among issues we share across the globe. We are banking on you. We have full confidence in you because the challenges we face today require attributes of youth. Your declaration to successfully transform our world by making 6 thematic areas as priorities is much appreciated, and we pledge our support in making it a reality. I am sure you are now more connected, determined, and energized to implement the resolutions of this forum. The government of Rwanda will keep encouraging the ongoing partnerships between the Commonwealth Secretariat, the Youth Council, member countries, and civil society in an inclusive and sustainable way to deliver on a common future for our Commonwealth. As we conclude what has been an extraordinary forum, I urge the youth here to take your place on the world stage. Be bold and courageous. Choose courage over fear and refuse to quit. Take bold moves and in designing the future of your communities, of our society, because history is in your hand. Let me conclude by thanking everyone who contributed in making this Youth Forum successful. The Commonwealth Youth Forum Council, the Commonwealth Secretariat, youth delegates from Commonwealth countries, our panelists and experts. Your contribution to youth empowerment is really commendable. I thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Rwanda. A big round of applause for him one more time. Actually, Mr. Prime Minister, I hope that it's not too much to ask, but we actually would like to welcome you back to the stage for a group photo, for an official photo. Hi. Sorry about that, Mr. Prime Minister. We wanted you to warm up for the Kigali night run tonight. Welcome back. Thank you. We also would like to welcome. We just want to take the. Sorry, we just would like the official photo, so you can invite you to just stand here, and we would like to invite the honourable ministers, all the ministers of the Commonwealth as well as Honourable Rosemary, to join us on stage, and the newly elected CYC executive.
Problem in all the finish, make you try to enjoy. While in all the finish, make you try to enjoy. Say kata kata uru not the finish, make you try to enjoy. Problem in all the finish, so make you try to enjoy. Make you dance like Rwanda.